to see the reaction videos and everything.
Oh, reaction videos. She watches them.
Really just makes me
Hope she watched mine.
wow.
What is going on, guys? Back at it again with another video. You guys know what it is. It's your boy Kevin Steven Robinson. Okay, so this is Miss Universe, okay? Catriona Gray. Apparently she was on Build series, you know what I mean? And one of you guys told me, yo, check this out. I'm like, okay, I will check this out because you guys know what I think about Catriona Gray already. You guys already know. yeah, she's hot, man. She's a great person. She's definitely inspiring to a lot of people. So I was like, okay, why not? I'll check this out and I'll let you guys know what I think, okay? So anyways, let's get into this video. Okay. I like this. I like that. That's cool. That's a dope intro right there.
Catriona Gray was just 13 years old when her mom had a dream that she would become Miss Universe, walking along the stage in a red dress.
Yeah.
And on December
Someone
16th,
told me that.
just
I was
days
actually
before
watching
her
that.
25th birthday, the woman previously known as Miss Philippines did just that. Now as Miss Universe 2018, Catriona is dedicated to changing the lives of other children to allow them to follow their own dreams. Let's take a listen to her talking about her platform.
Runner-up will take her place. Good luck to you both.
I remember this. A lot of people remember this too.
The new Miss
I didn't know they could be on stage right now.
Philippines.
And then when you hear your name, oh my god. That dress though.
Take your first walk as Miss Universe.
You deserve it. Yep, she definitely deserved it. I'm sure you guys all remember that little wave. I wonder if they can do that slow-mo replay. You know that slow-mo thing?
Thank you all for joining us tonight. And a special thanks to Ashley, Carson, and Lou. I'm Steve Harvey.
Yes.
That's crazy. I'm sitting here like
With Miss
beaming
Universe.
watching that. I obviously was not the person who became Miss Universe 2018. And the one thing that I have to ask,
That's
I'm
a lovely
sure
shot in the
you
back there, man.
Hardly remember it. But I know Demi, who was the previous Miss Universe, was the one that crowned you, and I noticed that she whispered something in your ear. And every time I've watched this, I want to know what she said.
Yeah, I want to know what too.
Well, actually, she was like, it's a little bit loose, so be careful, it doesn't fall off. It was as practical as that. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Catriona, and I've been looking forward to this interview all week.
Oh, I'm very
Man,
excited.
she's so down to earth.
We have the crown right here, and I'm super excited about that too, because it is beautiful, and I might just have to steal it. But I like that it was something as practical as that, because I thought it was going to be something like super inspiring, whatever, and that would have just gone through one ear and out the other at that point. So any advice I'm sure you could have gotten at that point was welcomed.
Well, I think at that point, I was just, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever known this, or like when you get into that situation and your adrenaline's pumping and everything's just happening at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I couldn't absorb anything.
I can imagine.
That whole night after the crown was placed on my head just felt like I was in a dream state.
Yeah.
It didn't feel real yet, which, you know, I know a lot of girls say this, but it's true.
It is
And-
true,
and
man.
how-
You're there.
How do you even
holding
process
hands.
something that would happen in a matter of seconds to be announced as Miss Universe?
That
It
two
really
people,
just
like, oh my
takes so
god,
long
am
to
I? It's
sink
gonna
in.
me. It's gonna be her. What if it
And
is me?
I mean, it's not your first time being crowned and getting an incredible title. So even when you became Miss Philippines, how does that compare to now becoming Miss Universe?
It's so different because competing for Miss Philippines, I really just feel like I'm a candidate. I'm not representing my country just yet. So when I do get the honor of knowing that I'll wear a Philippine sash, I really wanted to embody it in every aspect. So even as a Miss Philippines, in my wardrobe, I wanted to showcase the Filipino textiles, our fabrics, our silhouettes, and our symbolism. And I researched about our culture and our history. And, you know, there was so much more weight to it. It wasn't just, I'm candidate number this. I'm a Miss Philippines, and this sash is not just lettering; it's a country.
That's
So there
right.
was that weight. Yeah.
And you gotta be
Definitely.
proud of
And
your country,
even hearing
man.
you talk about that, I can't even imagine then getting whisked away to New York of all places. So you were in Thailand representing the Philippines, and then you get taken to America, and it's just it's so much, and I'm sure you kind of just lose track of who you are, what you're even doing in those moments. Now that you're settled here, is it crazy to think that you're representing the Philippines, but now you're living in the U.S.?
Wait, is she
No,
she living in the
definitely.
U.S. for real? I did
There
not
is
know that.
that whole realization of, oh, wait, I'm not just speaking mainly to Filipinos anymore. I'm speaking to a global audience.
Yes.
And with that comes an amazing platform, but also I really have to learn as I go along. Like, wow, what an amazing and huge responsibility I've been given. So I'm really just learning every step of the way. Actually, after I was crowned in Thailand, in Bangkok, I was able to go back home to the Philippines. So I hid all Christmas. Because we haven't done any media. We're going back for my homecoming, but so I was a hermit for Christmas and New Year, but you know, everyone was just so excited. Everyone's spirits were so high, and you know, just
Yeah,
to
we
think
definitely
that
saw
I
some
was able
reaction
to bring
videos.
That kind of joy to people that I've never met, to see the reaction videos and everything.
Oh,
It just
reaction
really
video. She
overwhelms
watches
me, and
them.
it really just makes me
Hope she
feel
watched mine.
wow, I was able to bring joy to people. What an amazing thing.
And you talking about that universal platform, I think you're kind of the perfect person for this role.
Oh,
you grew up
perfect
in
person.
Australia. Your
Okay.
dad is Scottish, and your mom is Filipino, and then you moved to the Philippines. You also
Oh,
went
she
to
grew up in
school
Australia. I did not know that.
Yes, I studied by correspondence.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
My
you
God,
kind
she
of
has some
have
long legs,
done
man.
it, seen it all, I feel like. So how are you going to take those experiences and living in these two very different countries and experiencing different cultures into your role as Miss Universe?
I really feel that growing up in a cohesion of cultures really made me have an open mind to how different cultures can be, the different traditions that they carry, how that makes them affect how they treat different people, how they go about their lives, the values that are ingrained to them.
Oh
So
my God,
I
she's
grew up with
gorgeous,
that,
man.
with
You
the
guys
best
looking-
of
look
both
at her, man.
worlds. I really feel like, and I had the pleasure of traveling a lot in my life. So I think it really helped me just have an open mind to be more understanding. And I think that's one of the beauties of a competition like Miss Universe, where you get women from all over the world coming together, and we get to share about not only like our favorite places in our country,
Oh, yeah,
or to
that's
find
right.
out where we want to go, but also like how is it that we go about our daily lives? What are our values that were taught to us by our families? What was ingrained to us by our societies or our communities? And it opens up the most interesting conversations, and I think that's a great thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I even saw just doing some research and seeing what people were saying on Twitter. There were a ton of people from Australia that were like, wait, she's ours, which I thought was really funny.
That's so
and
funny.
also, like, was it weird at all to be competing against Miss Australia?
Yeah, that is kind of true. Let's see.
No, because I really feel like a Miss Philippines. I feel like a Filipina, like a Filipino woman. And it
Filipina.
just so happens that
Okay.
when I was growing up, I was very much an Australian, and I think you can be both. I mean, because I did grow up with those two sides of the world, if you would. And I just thought it was funny that there was almost a war. Like, no, she's ours. She's practically a Miss Australia, but I am a Miss Philippines. But I can't blame
Okay,
her for
proud.
being excited, from really feeling the high spirits of the season too. So. I'll let them have that.
Well, you've also competed. You were Little Miss Philippines.
I was like,
Yeah, so you've rocked this title for a while. Can you tell us
I'm gonna
a
have to
little
check out
bit
some
about
videos.
those younger experiences?
I think it's so funny because everyone always says, like, this can't be your first pageant. And I try to tell them I'm really not a pageant girl. I never dreamed of being a beauty queen, which is true, but it's hard to justify when it's like, well, when you were 5, you were in Little Miss Philippines, right? Blame my mom for that. My mom and my dad are just the proudest parents, and I'm very blessed to have such supportive parents. And
That's
yeah,
what
I was
you
5
need,
years
man.
old. I did
Supportive
Little Miss
parents.
Philippines. I don't remember
That's why I
much,
support my
but
daughter
I
through
know
everything.
that in the talent competition, I danced and lip synced to "Stop Right Now" by the Spice Girls.
Oh,
That's amazing.
I had a matching silver outfit, and I was just, I was feeling myself.
I like this, man.
I
See how
love
down
that.
to
That
earth she
means
is?
You were lip singing, but you actually sing.
Yeah.
So you went to school for music. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I have a master's certificate in music theory from Berkeley, and music is just something that's really
Wow.
been throughout my whole life.
Okay.
I grew up with 3 generations of music because my dad was born in the 40s, my mom was born in the 60s, and I'm born in the 90s. So you can imagine our radio at home is always skipping around the different generations.
Oh, wait, so that makes
I was
like
always in school
almost
choir
20 years
growing
apart.
Up. I was the
Mom and
leader of
dad.
my jazz
Wow, I
band.
didn't know
I
that.
was in musicals, so I don't know. I had never planned on pursuing music, but when I think about it, it's really something that I've always been passionate about. It's always something that brought me so much joy. So, yeah, it's something I definitely want to pursue. And actually, a month and a half ago, I believe, I actually released my first original called "We're in This Together."
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, I reacted to that. Go check it
I feel
out,
like
man.
you're like the true
That was
triple
amazing.
threat when I hear
That was
about all
amazing.
this. But the one thing
And
that
I
you're
love that
talking a
song.
ton about is obviously your childhood and your foundation, your roots with your parents and growing up. And I think that's really important to your platform because now you're kind of looking to give back to children and invest in their education. So can you
That's
tell
right.
us about
And
your
that's
platform?
I like that. That's
Yes,
very
of
humble.
course, I grew up in Australia and then I found myself in the Philippines. I had never experienced poverty firsthand. Like, of course, I've seen it on the TV, on the news, on social media feeds, but when I was able to experience it myself, like being
Yeah.
there and seeing it and sensing it with all of my senses and just seeing the reality of it, it impacted me so strongly. Especially, I found myself in a place called Tondo, Manila. It's literally within Manila, our capital city of the Philippines. And it's known as a garbage dump where all of
Really?
the trash from the city goes. And families
I'm gonna have to
there,
put that on my
the
list.
majority of them
Gonna
make
check
a
that out.
living from scavenging through the trash and finding and selling recyclables to feed their families.
Oh, wow.
So if you
I
can
did not know that.
imagine,
I'm
the
definitely gonna check
scenery
that out when I
is
get there.
quite- It's very it really impacted me when I saw it. And in the heat of the summer day, these families, they don't have air cons, they don't have proper homes. And if you imagine that impact on the children, where they don't even have toys to play with, but they find things in the trash. And, you know, some of them don't get the reality of an education. And maybe if they do end up going to school, they get
Yeah.
out early just to help their families make ends
I gotta
meet.
stop this for a minute. See, this is why I'm trying to do my little mission right now. So if you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. Like right now, description. I'm trying to do a little mission. 100 bags for the kids. You know, fill up toys, not toys, books and stuff like that. Like what she said. All right.